Charlotte, North Carolina, one of the most popular destinations on the East Coast for people coming to visit. It's also one of the hottest cities in the entire US for places to live. We've picked out 5 super fun activities in the Charlotte metro area that you need to make sure is on your bucket list the next time you come to town. And we're getting after it right now. So for all you outdoor enthusiasts, we have 3 fairly large lakes here in the Charlotte area. On the north side of town, we've got Lake Norman, which is about 550 miles of coastline. The south part of Charlotte, you have Lake Wylie, which is 325 miles of coastline. And then right in the middle, there's a lake called Mountain Island Lake that a lot of people in Charlotte don't even know is there. And it's a beautiful lake. It's a much smaller lake than the other 2, and it's the cleanest of all 3, which is where Charlotte gets our drinking water. And even if you don't like water activities, there's lots to do around the lakes. There's plenty of parks, there's lots of trails for hiking and biking. There's parks that have beaches and volleyball courts. You can do camping at some of these parks, and then obviously all of the water activities that you can enjoy on these lakes. Anything that you would want to do to enjoy the outdoor activities you can do on these lakes. All 3 of these lakes are large enough to have boats, although Mountain Island Lake has a lot of restrictions because it is the source of our drinking water, so it actually doesn't have any commercial buildings, there's no marinas there, there's no gas stations or restaurants on the water. Lake Norman and Lake Wylie both have quite a few options as far as restaurants, bars, marinas, and even gas stations. So Lake Norman is massive, and the east side of the lake is quite a bit busier than the west side of the lake. So on the east side of the lake, you're gonna find little towns like Cornelius, Mooresville, Davidson, Huntersville. So the west side of the lake, where Denver, North Carolina is gonna be quite a bit quieter and more rural and country than the east side of the lake, where I-77 runs. And Hello Sailor and the Port City Club, which are located in Cornelius. So you've got lots of great options as far as dining and having drinks out on the water, and these are all waterfront restaurants. So Lake Wylie doesn't have quite as many restaurants. You've got Papa Doc's Shore Club, and then there's a brand new chop house over on the west side of Lake Wylie in Belmont called Drift, which is supposed to be a fantastic chop house, highly recommended, and definitely something on our list to check out. So overall, our family loves to go to the lake. We were just up there for the 4th of July watching all the fireworks. And so with 3 awesome lakes here in the Charlotte area, there's definitely something for everyone, and we have a blast when we're out there.
Yeah, our family absolutely loves the lake, and it's one of my favorite things to do in the summertime. And with there being 3 lakes to choose from in the Charlotte area, it really draws a big crowd. So we thought that was something that we should mention as one of the really fun activities that we have here in Charlotte, and it's very unique. How many cities can you find that actually have 3 different lakes? One in the middle, and one on the north, and one in the south.
We also wanted to remind you that we are local licensed real estate agents here in North and South Carolina, and as much as we do love making these videos, what we love even more is helping you with your real estate needs. So if you are in the market, you're looking to buy or sell in North or South Carolina, please feel free to call, send us an email, shoot us a text, however you want to get a hold of us. We would love to help you. We would love to hear from you. So make sure you stay till the end of this video, because we are going to talk about one of North Carolina's hidden gems that most people don't even know about. So make sure you stick around to the end for that.
And make sure you comment down below and let us know which one of the 5 of these is your favorite. Or if you have another favorite of the Charlotte area that we didn't mention, let us know, and maybe we'll include that in our next video. The next one on our list is a family favorite. We've been bringing our kids there since they were little. It's called Lazy 5 Ranch, and it's a privately owned drive-through safari. It's been family operated for the last 30 years. It's owned by Henry Hampton and his family. And it's a 3.5-mile safari that you actually get to drive through and feed the animals. They come right up to your car and will actually stick their heads in the windows to eat out of the buckets. So if you are afraid of your car getting messed up from these animals, you also have the option to do a wagon ride. So you can reserve a horse-drawn wagon and you can take a wagon ride through the park and feed the animals right from the wagon. During this safari, you have the opportunity to view 750 different animals from 6 different continents. There is no other collection of animals in the Southeast like this place. And it's also really popular with the schools. They do a lot of educational activities and there's a lot of field trips that go there. A lot of the kids do birthday parties there as well. So when you first walk in, they have a cute little petting area. They have a giant playground with picnic tables. There is a lot of really fun things to do there. It's very unique. And our family absolutely loves it.
So the next one on our list is called Carowinds. And I don't know if you've heard of Carowinds, but Carowinds is an incredible amusement park located right on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. It's home to 14 very large roller coasters, 4 of which are considered super coasters, and one, the Fury 325, which is rated over the last few years one of the top roller coasters in the world and one of the tallest roller coasters in the world. Carowinds is awesome. It's super fun for all ages. It's got a really cool entrance when you first walk in because the roller coaster actually drops and goes under the walkway into a tunnel. And so people just get all fired up before they even get their tickets to go in. So it's a really great entrance.
And for those of you that don't love roller coasters like me, I'll do the smaller ones, but not those 2 big ones. They have a really great area for the kids. So they have some smaller roller coasters, they have Snoopy, a lot of little rides that the kids enjoy. So there really is something for everyone in this park.
They also have an awesome water park there, which is called Carolina Harbor. And the cool thing about it is it actually has its own separate entrance. You wanted to go to the water park first before you actually go ride on some of the roller coasters and the other rides. There's a separate entrance and parking lot. So it's kind of cool. They planned that pretty well when they designed this park. So the slogan for Carowinds is called Where the Carolinas Come Together. And it really is a cool blend of Southern charm and kind of an old school carnival and Disney World all wrapped into one. Overall, it's a great park. It's very clean, it's safe. The buildings are all well kept. There's lots of food options, and they've really stepped up their food game. And it's not just hot dogs and chicken nuggets there. You've got lots of good options from barbecue to pizzas to turkey legs and everything in between. So there's a lot of great options for food, which makes it nice for the whole family. There's also some fantastic seasonal events that they have. Now, Scarowinds is super hyped up. They start hyping that up now, which is September.
Yeah, and Carowinds is not for the little kids, so they usually have the Great Pumpkin Fest earlier in the day, and then they shut the park down and they turn it into Carowinds. So that's going to be for your older kids, your teenagers, and it's great. If you don't like to get scared, it's probably not something you want to go to, but if you like haunted houses and you like to get scared, it's a really great event for the family. And then the Winterfest is really awesome for the younger kids. They've closed down a lot of the bigger rides, but they have Santa, they have a parade, they have cookie decorating. It's really a fun event for the family to get you ready for the holidays.
It's beautiful. They do a really nice job with the Christmas lights, and you can actually be a part of the parade. So it's fantastic for all ages.
The next one we're talking about is one of North Carolina's hidden gems. And this is located in Mooresville, North Carolina, which is just north of Charlotte. So it's about a 30 to 40 minute drive up there, but it is definitely worth the drive. It's a beautiful farm and rock quarry. They have been a farm in operation since 1902, and it's actually a 5th generation family farm. And they plan all kinds of different events for the holidays. They have weddings out there. They have this gorgeous natural rock quarry for swimming. So they have something for every season. So right now they're just finishing up their summer season. So heading up there, you can swim, you can fish. They have a rope swing that you can swing off the cliffs into the water. They provide lifeguards, life jackets, and noodles to float around. So whether you're wanting to cliff jump or swim, or just lounge by the side of the water, it's a beautiful spot. They also feature farm-to-table food, like right from their farm. So after you're done swimming, you can stop over, you can get some scratch-made pizza, some farm-to-table fruits and vegetables, and they also serve craft beer and wine. So there really is something for everyone there. And then starting in September, they do their apple picking. So you make a reservation, you go up there and you get to take a hayride through the apple orchard, and all of their apple trees are dwarf apple trees, so you don't need ladders or anything. They also offer apple and cider tastings and different things that they grow on the farm for sale. So that's a really fun activity in September. Then come October, they have two different activities, one for the younger kids and one for the older kids. So for the younger kids, they offer pumpkin picking. So you actually get to take a hay ride out to the pumpkin field where you can pick your pumpkin right from the vine. And when you're done with your pumpkin picking, they have a really great petting zoo. Now for your older kids, there's a 275-acre haunted trail. And from what I understand is one of the scariest haunted trails in the region. So that's a really neat thing to check out, and we're hoping to make it there this October. Come springtime, you have strawberry picking. So there is something for every season. And if you've never been out there, it's definitely something you need to check out because there are so many unique features to this farm.
So the last one on our list is the U.S. Whitewater Center, and we have talked about this a number of times in other videos because this is absolutely one of our favorite places to go, not just in North Carolina, but it's one of the coolest places of all time. So it's actually the USA training center for the Olympic team, and it's got some pretty awesome activities. So it has everything from whitewater rafting to flat water kayaking to, you can actually learn how to do the rodeo kayaking where you're going down the rapids in a kayak. It's very, very well organized and it's super safe, but you can actually go there and pay about $70 for a day pass. And with that day pass, you get unlimited amount of whitewater rafting. You can go kayaking, you can go zip lining, they've got base jumping. They have a high ropes course, which is fantastic. They've got over 50 miles of trails, which are some of the best mountain biking trails in the entire area. So just loads and loads of activities that in a full day, you really probably can't get through everything. But for $65-70 for a whole day pass, I feel like it's one of the best deals around. It's also got a massive rock climbing wall over top of a swimming pool. So you can actually climb all the way to the top of this and then drop off into the deep water. Food and drinks there are outstanding. They do have some seasonal activities. So in the wintertime, they'll have an ice skating rink. And then obviously all summer long, there's live music and all sorts of events, food trucks and such. They have a 70-acre dog park that they are planning to open in November, which is going to have a 3-mile lake loop. It's also going to have a beer garden, and they say it's going to have some beachfront. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that entails. One of the things about the Whitewater Center is it is kind of hard to go swimming there. I definitely recommend doing the whitewater activities just so you can dip in and get, and cool off.
The Whitewater Center also bumps up to the Catawba River. So if you walk down to the end of the Whitewater Center, they have paddleboarding and kayaking. So you can go right out on the Catawba River and kayak, paddleboard. There's a couple little sandbars where you can jump off and do some swimming. There's some really cool little creeks that you can kayak up. So there's so many fun things to do at the Whitewater Center. And the kayaking and the paddleboarding on Catawba River is better for the little ones. It's much more calm, and I believe you can take children age 4 and up down there. So there really is something for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. And it's pretty much free. I mean, it's $5 entry for parking, but besides that, you don't really have to spend any money there. I mean, you can just walk around. There's tons of hiking trails, like I mentioned, so.
We love to grab the dogs and the kids and chairs and blankets, and we don't even go do any of the activities. We just sit out there by the water and watch the people raft. We grab food and drinks and just spend the afternoon. If it happens to be on the weekends during the summer, they have the live music. So it's a great place to just go and hang out in the outdoors.
Yeah, for sure. Super dog friendly. So there's always people out with their dogs and their kids, and just a great way to meet new people in the Charlotte area.
All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. We hope that you enjoyed learning about these activities as much as we love doing them. And don't forget to comment down below and let us know some of your other favorite things about Charlotte. And we just wanted to remind you, as much as we love doing these videos, what we love even more is helping you with your real estate needs. So please feel free to call, reach out, text, email, nights, weekends. You can call Doug. Any other time you can call me.
Phone numbers below.
Phone numbers listed below. And until the next time, we'll catch you later.